Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner.
Wow, we sure are on a good old-fashioned roller coaster. Happy free T-shirt Friday, everybody. Yeah, so look at this. We have Bitcoin, and we dropped below our line right here. And when we did, we had a day where we struggled to recapture it, and then yesterday, boom, and everyone saw this fall. It was quite the event. In fact, this is probably the most bearish candle we've had since beginning of September. This candle is very, very, very similar. Body length and short wick at the bottom. So we had a short wick. Yesterday we were selling off, and those of you who follow my tweets, I mentioned, hey, we're getting close to the 50. We will most likely bounce on our first touch just because we haven't touched it. Like, we haven't touched it for a long time, and we'd come down quite a bit. And look at here, we are bouncing. But so the question this morning is are we out of the woods? I don't think so, but I bet just kind of analyzing our chart again. Our fast rise line is essentially invalidated. I don't see this being very helpful to us for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off. We broke below our lower resistance, so that line is probably most likely done. So I'll let it go. This is where I bet we'll find our next piece of information. I'm betting it's from the bottom of this candle here to the bottom of this candle here. And I was just guessing, seeing if we'd had support here, but I guess it's not going to be that one. It'll be this one. This is our next line right here. This is a major, 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 major point of support. So that's where I think we will find our next interaction. For those of you who think that today's rally is just going to head us up off to the moon and we're going to break through this, that's not how this is going to play out for sure. Today is a green candle, and for those that are probably worried, I would give you a greater than 50% chance that tomorrow is going to be another red day. There's no way we're gonna. I mean, we would have to recover. Well, even then, we have so much downside here that this is essentially a relief rally, but it's not going to hold. So we're in for a little bit more of a dip. I don't think we'll find support already. We'll most likely exit the green zone at some point here. So we're going to have to be patient and be realistic about it. If you're worried about Bitcoin, you can definitely make an adjustment here. But I would not expect us to just fully be launching back up and going into all-time highs right away. These things will take, I expect this to take about a month or so. So we're talking February or end of February to March, somewhere in here. I think we'll get support pretty quickly, and that would be quick for where, what it'll take to kind of get through this. But we're going to find probably support around 24,000. And we 100% will find support on the 20. I don't think we'll go below 20. So anyway, we've got a little bit of consolidation. We need to make a higher low. So we're going to have to get a good low in, find a higher low, build some support, and then we'll be back up to where we were. So don't think this is going to be resolved in one day, but for those that are absolutely panicking, the worst time to trade is when you are highly emotional. If you notice that you are very scared or very excited, it's time to stop trading. We need to take a step back. So the altcoin market cap is increasing. So even though Bitcoin's dropping off, we are just plugging away. We had a little bit of a pullback here, but everything is in line. So we don't see any sign of change in momentum for altcoin market. The micro caps are just cruising along. What was crazy is that even though the major, like the Bitcoin dominance level, it did kind of increase a little bit with the Bitcoin giant drop yesterday, but that was not the case for the microcaps. Microcaps are just on fire. So no matter what Bitcoin did yesterday, they were green. So microcaps are moving, and boy, can you see it in the market today. There are a lot of coins in the green. It's quite a day. Bitcoin dominance dropping 0.81% is a giant number, and microcaps increasing by 0.2. That represents a ton of money. So these little coins are getting some serious cash flow moving in. This is a bunch of newbies getting into crypto for the first time. How hard can it be? So back in 2017, there was an interesting phenomenon that happened in the relationship between the altcoin market and the Bitcoin price. So I'm back here in mid-2017, and this darker chart is Bitcoin dominance. When Bitcoin dominance is dropping, that means that the altcoin market is exploding. And on the other side, you can see Bitcoin price, and Bitcoin price was rising. So we have a rising Bitcoin price, and alts are taking more dominance. That means as Bitcoin was rising, alts were rising faster. And this happened in 2017. And this happened all the way through until about halfway through the bull market. So here, as we were getting more progressed, as Bitcoin was rising, our Bitcoin dominance was rising. So that means alts were getting left out as Bitcoin was rising. And then finally, when we hit our peak in the end of 2017, Bitcoin did a pretty significant drop, and alts absolutely exploded. So as Bitcoin dominance dropped, people switched over to alts all the way until mid-January, and Bitcoin price kept falling. But there are always these moments that when Bitcoin was very, very volatile, so when Bitcoin went up really quick these couple of days, Bitcoin dominance jumped. So Bitcoin kind of took the attention away from alts. But on the other side of that, on days when Bitcoin was dropping really fast leading up, alts jumped really hard. So there was kind of an inverse relationship happening back when alts were sort of newish to the scene. And then ever since then, it's well, at least for a long time, you can see how Bitcoin dominance increased as Bitcoin was falling. So Bitcoin's falling, and it's also, that means that alts were falling faster. So alts were getting beat to death. But then when Bitcoin was rising, the alts would rise faster than Bitcoin. So whenever it's inverse like this, it shows you that alts are overreacting to whatever Bitcoin price is doing. This made alts really nice to trade because as Bitcoin was falling, you knew alts would fall faster, and then as Bitcoin was rising, you would get on the alt bandwagon and you could really multiply your gains. So as long as they're moving in opposite directions, you're in pretty good shape. But as we kind of progressed, when we went through our bear market, when the price really dropped off, Bitcoin dominance, that means the alts really got killed. And so we started this pattern where on days where Bitcoin was volatile, so no longer was that Bitcoin was going up and Bitcoin dominance dropped, it was that if Bitcoin made any move at all, Bitcoin dominance would jump. So here we had a couple of, let's see, I'll get over to like a little bit more recent past. So 2019, any kind of a jump. So like here we had Bitcoin price drop and Bitcoin dominance jumped. So alts got killed. But then on the flip side of that, we had Bitcoin jump, and instead of the Bitcoin dominance dropping, we had Bitcoin dominance jump also. So it was kind of like no matter what happened, alts were going to get killed. And so here during this huge drop, Bitcoin dominance was rising all the way through that period of time. And that's what made, and it's been doing this for a couple of years now, that Bitcoin dominance keeps jumping when there's any volatility at all. So here's another case. We had Bitcoin jump really good, and then alts got left behind because Bitcoin dominance jumped up with it. And then same thing here. Bitcoin drops really fast, and Bitcoin dominance jumps again. So alts just couldn't get a break for a really long time. And then that leads us to this most recent drop. And what also makes it so unusual, because Bitcoin has had one of the most volatile and bearish days in a long time. And what happened to Bitcoin dominance, we're still falling off. So that means alts are gaining strength as Bitcoin falls, which is not something that has happened in a long time. So yesterday when I made the video that it was pretty unusual, it really is unusual. It's incredible to see alts showing strength while Bitcoin loses its strength, and that kind of tells you how oversold we are on alts and how much of a rally is needed to kind of pull things back up into a normal land. Well, for most coins, the right structure is paying off huge. So I'm going to just go down a list of some of the real awesome highlights. Quickly, Bitcoin Cash looks amazing. We are finding support on the 50. And so if we get a couple more green days, I expect this to move back out. This line right here represents the first resistance point Ethereum has ever had. So we are playing with the original resistance point. This is a huge line. It's the oldest line in Ethereum, and we are messing with it right now. And in fact, we are where I thought we were going to lose traction. We may be finding support on this line. That is a huge turn of events. That means Ethereum versus Bitcoin may be in for a pretty good run. So that is quite incredible to see. BAT, oh my goodness. So when we kind of mentioned that we were starting to round out and things are starting to look good, what a beautiful day. Man, this was a sweet, this is making this trade awesome, because we were in back here and hoping that we could get the right structure. Today we are exiting the red zone, so beautiful exit, and then there will be plenty of momentum on top of this. So man, that's going to be an awesome trade. Cardano is looking awesome. So this is the that longer term pivot point that we were watching for a long time, that we had resistance on for months, and we have consolidated above here, and now we're getting into the higher end of our range here. So Cardano is about ready to go, and as we discussed before, the target's going to be around 1,400 or 1,500 satoshis, because of the structure underneath this. Like, this thing's going to blow wide open. It's going to be an awesome trade. So pretty excited about that one. Link today, man, look at that. Exited the red zone, consolidated for a solid week, and now we are attempting to break through the 50-week moving average. We got rejected originally, and that's what slowed us down, but our consolidation had increasing supports, and now look at this day. Oh my goodness! If we close above the 50, we're gonna be in for a great run on Link. Neo trade still doing well. Exited the red zone and we're consolidating. We're about ready to take another move up, I believe. Adam was actually doing a really nice consolidation outside of the red zone, so it's likely to pump over the next week or so. I've been keeping my eye on some of these that haven't quite gotten there yet. Digibyte's one. It's not quite ready, but it's close. We're starting to see a pretty nice slow curve to the upside. We just have this resistance to overcome at 81. So we're kind of watching that. The other one that I haven't entered, but I plan to, is Tron. So it's definitely got that slow build structure happening. So I think it'll be ripe in another day or two. I've been really watching it closely. But yeah, I mean, look at all these. We got 0x. We have a fair amount of coins that did a quick attempt at breaking the 50, and then they consolidated and kept the 50 really close. This is an awesome formation because as prices go up and down, what we've done is we've kind of gone up, and then our downswing has mirrored the 50, which means any movement back is going to break the 50 and we'll be out of the red zone. So that could be happening today, which means 0x is going to be in for a nice jump. Man, I tweeted yesterday, holy cow. When we exit the red zone, it's no joke. The coins just get really, really volatile when we exit the red zone. And man, what an awesome move. 23% on the day right now. And this was after we went ahead and tested the 50. It's just got some great structure. Oh man. Engine coin, this is what's amazing to me, is that normally when you've tripled your price, normally you're in for a nice crash down. Like you've pretty much exhausted everyone's best expectations. Not with Engine Coin. I am just amazed that we've managed to take one day of a breather and now we're back up. Our candle body is higher than the other two candle bodies. If we close above these, we're going to have another amazing day. Like, this is going to be an amazing trade. Like, so far, it's already been great. Ardor's one that I've entered a few days ago, and it's looking really nice because we're getting close to that 50 again. With the rest of the market turning, that could be a pretty nice one. I've been really enjoying my crappy Zen trade. Look at all the strength on this. These wicks underneath are so long. So I'm waiting for another breakout at any point. Like, this is just really looking nice. Comp is one that we are finally above the 50. So this was one that I'd entered near the time when we broke above the 50 the first time. Nice consolidation. Now we're breaking out again. Like, today is just, there's so many coins that are doing this. But there are some that haven't moved fully. Like, I'm expecting Verge to do something a little bit more. We've consolidated above the 50 for quite a while now and found support here. So it's just a matter of time. I'm waiting for that next one, because if we break above this 44, we're going to be in for a nice run. So watching that one pretty closely. And yeah, let's see, the one that's starting to move that looks really nice is, so Algo looks amazing. Look at this. Broke out of the red zone, found support on the 50 for a couple of days, had a nice consolidation. Now we're retesting this price level. If we can retest and then break above this, looks like our 100-day moving average is coming in. So breaking above this will set us up for another move. Like, this is dartboard land. You can throw a dartboard at a bunch of coins and you're going to make money. Like, this is what alt season is all about. It is so, so fun. It's Raven coin. I was looking for that. So Raven coin is a coin that has had some giant moves in the past. And so there are a lot of people that are aware of it and are watching. They may not get excited until we actually start showing some movement. So breaking the 50 down here will be pretty awesome. But I just think there's a lot of upside here. We're trading at like 54, 55 Satoshis, and we are hugging the 50. So we're getting close. Like I've already entered this trade, and I'm expecting it to be a pretty good move. I mean, just look at this, 100. So this is double, like so close, triple, quadruple. This could be an amazing trade. So definitely in Raven. It's pretty amazing. This is a fun day. We've got Bitcoin consolidating. It's doing its thing, but boy, are we going to pick up a lot more Bitcoin in the meantime. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the free t-shirts. Our 2 free t-shirts go out to Mohammed Nadeem Raza Khan. First winner. Congratulations, my friend. This guy is the king of finding coins that no one should be trading. I appreciate your comments and your conversation. It is awesome. And then our next winner is Poops McGee, winner of the best YouTube name ever. So you guys both won a shirt. Let me know which one of the 2 shirts you want, and we'll get an address and a size from you, and we'll be great to go. Just direct message me on Twitter, or you can go to coinbook.com and do a ticket there. But congratulations. I really appreciate you guys' support and everything. It's really fun. I enjoy trading, but I also like talking to people that enjoy it also. It's great. I've had some ideas and things that I would never have come up with if you guys hadn't engaged in conversation with me. So I really appreciate it. Have an awesome weekend, you guys.
Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly, and we'll be giving away probably 1 or 2 of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.